All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutation unto the hopeful elect, the 1/3 of Yasha Allah, upholding the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. Peace and salutations. This is the brother Bakwasha, and just flowing in the spirit on the way to the plantation, and just looking at the landscape of where we are in prophecy and some of the events that have been transpiring. And most of these things that are happening are to show that Babylon, aka America, was never set up as a kingdom that was going to last forever. The infrastructure is falling, it's depleting, the economic system is corrupt, the people are corrupt, they really don't have a standard, a holy standard, and the Lord is not working with them. And so when you put all of those things together, and you know that the Holy Spirit has foretold that Babylon, aka America, will sit in the dust, that's where we are. It's seeing that these things are coming to pass that gives us hope, that gives us comfort, and really it fuels our belief. And so just rolling in the spirit, you're seeing more of these mass shootings right before elections, right? You see all types of chemical and biological scenarios occurring, and one of the strongest emotions that Esau, the so-called white man, uses, especially during this time. When I say this time, I'm talking about the time in which is the darkest, but it's also the most evil. If you look on the Wheel of the Year calendar, which designates all of the left-hand times which they celebrate, the seasons that we are in currently in this Babylonian empire, these are the darkest and the most evil, the most wicked. Yesterday, or I guess, yesterday was essentially the kickoff to that season, which is 9-11. And all of these numbers are symbolic to the left-hand side. And even if you look at the quote-unquote emergency number, it's the same as 9-1-1. Because in a time of trouble, we call on Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Holy Spirit, okay, to deliver us. Yahweh Shai's name means he's the deliverer, okay, or he is salvation. And while all of that's going on, Esau has now utilized that same strategy to have people call on him in a time time of trouble. And so when you look at 9-1-1 being the kickoff of this wicked season, tainted with fear, tainted with emotions, tainted with all types of sorcery and witchcraft, really it's demons, okay? This is, people talk about being on demon time. People don't understand the power of words, because if they did, they wouldn't say anything of the sort. But because they're under this spell of Babylon, aka America, words are used loosely, and the tongue isn't bridled. And so you look at this season, right? You look at the political spectrum. You look at quote unquote voting, right? Which is in itself against our law, statutes, and commandments, right? All of these things are to give your spirit unto an idol, okay? And that idol is this whore of Babylon, okay? The mother of all harlots. Now, that's not talking about in the physical sense, but in the spiritual sense. Okay, when you read in the book of Revelation, the 14th chapter, it talks about these are the men that were not defiled with women. Okay, it's not in the physical sense, it's in the spiritual sense. And those women are these philosophies that Esau is promoting, which cater to the flesh, which is where demons reside. Not in a physical sense, but in a spiritual sense. Paul talks about the spirit warreth against the flesh, and the flesh warreth against the spirit, and how these things are contrary one to another. And so Esau knows that to keep our people in bondage in these chains of darkness, that he has to use fear, that he has to use enchantments, okay? Because that's what happens when you are under this vibration of Babylon. You become hypnotized. You're in a trance. And when you even look at the word trance in itself, it means that you're in a state of perpetually moving in a direction in which you're not cognitively making those decisions. You've been programmed. And that's what Esau's goal is, to program people to go off. But by going off, they don't return to Yahweh Yahushai, and they continue to fuel his system and fuel his agenda, which obviously you see is happening more and more, of do what thou wilt, because that's the ultimate agenda of Esau, the so-called white man. Okay? Rebellion against Yahweh Yahushai, rebellion against life, rebellion against truth. Okay? And these things are already set up throughout the year. So you have 9-11, and then you have one of the pinnacles, if not the pinnacle, of the left hand being All Hallows Eve, the Day of the Dead, which is one of the times in which the spirit worlds are most closely aligned, where they conjure more evil and wicked spirits to push forward more decadence, more degradation, more desperation, more filth, more debauchery. And it's all over the music. It's all over the clothes. That's why this place is polluted, man. Okay? It's polluted. It's full of lies. And all of these things are to destroy the hopeful elect. So, just a couple words, spiritual conversation. Realizing the time in which we're in. It's high time to wake out of sleep, for our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. So, that being said, I pray you, Akim, have a Barak, Yawam, Kapar, and that this lesson was edifying for the elect. Till next time, Shalom.